Today, I'm going to give you a tip on how to harness some invisible powers and use them to your benefit. So for all you left brain people out there, yeah, I know you're cynical, but you need to hear this. As we're currently sitting here right now, there are radio frequencies all around us. There are vibrations all around us. We can't see, hear, smell, taste, or feel them. But if I put a radio in your hand and you turned it on and you turned the dial to a certain station, you would instantly connect with the frequency that you can't see, smell, hear, taste, or feel around you because it's already there. It just needs a receiver to be able to pull it in. Same with your cell phone. Right now, there's frequencies all around us, and we can't access them, see them, hear them, smell them, taste them, feel them. But if I put a cell phone in your hand and we turned it on, you could pull up an app and have instant access to information. It's there already. It's right there. You don't have a receiver for it. So again, I use two analogies, a cell phone, a radio. The bottom line is there are frequencies and energies all around us at any given moment that you can't see, but that are real, they're powerful, they exist, and if you have the right receiver, you can dial in and access them. So what about a human? What do we have? How do we access emotional energies, emotional vibrations? I write about this a lot in my book, Living Younger, because a huge part to staying youthful, staying vibrant, staying alive, staying full of energy as you age, and actually slowing, if not reversing the aging process, has to do with the emotional energies you're aligned with. So I write about there. I even have a scale of different emotions and the vibrations that circulate in your body and affect you at a cellular level. So if you haven't gotten a copy of your book, grab one. But how does a human dial into emotional vibrations? They're all around us at any given moment. At any given moment, in an instant, you can access hate, anger, love, peace, joy, sadness. You can access them instantly. They're there all around you. You just need the right receiver. What's the receiver? It's your mind. So part of your growth process is learning how to use your mind as a receiver, just like you would the radio or the cell phone, to draw in the frequency that you want so that you can experience it, so you can align with it. So many of us live as if we are a victim to our emotions, as if we're our thoughts are real and we're just guided by whatever random thoughts pop into our mind and produce these emotions as if we have no control. But part of emotional mastery and personal mastery is realizing that at any point, and you get better at this and better at this as you practice, just like a muscle, it'll get stronger and stronger. At any point, you can dial in that energy and experience it. So where do you start? Well, think about if I wanted to listen to jazz music on the radio. First, I'm aware that I have a receiver, right? I have to have that radio in my hand. And secondly, I have to have an intention. It starts here. I have to have an intention of I'd like to listen to music. And then I have to turn the receiver on, right? I turn the radio on. And then I have to set it to the dial. So the first processes of any emotion that you want to experience, any emotional energy, has to start with an intention. I would like to feel more peace. I would like to experience more joy. I would like to feel happiness right now. It has to start with the intention. And being aware that you have the receiver right here, right? And then dialing into that. So for those of you that have never practiced this before, this is a new concept. The first thing is to just decide what you want to feel. If you're feeling, and the best place to do this is when you're feeling something you don't like. A lot of times when we feel something we don't like, maybe it's jealousy, anger, hatred, disappointment, discouragement, those sorts of things, we're focused on what we don't like and how to make that go away. So we're actually focused on the energy. We're dialed into that energy. We're receiving that energy because we're thinking about it and focused on it. So if we think about what we would like to feel like, if you're feeling really discouraged, what I'd like to feel is hope. If you're feeling really anxious, what I'd like to feel is peace. If you're feeling lonely, what I'd like to feel is love, right? You're stating your intention for that. That's the very first thing. That's you deciding to turn on your receiver. And then it's as you practice being able to feel and receive and know what that feels like. This is a really odd principle, but emotions are stored in our body. Our bodies are given as a vehicle. We're ultimately a spirit, but we're given our bodies as a way to experience this world. So our emotions are stored in our body. And this is a Tony Robbins concept that is brilliant, really easy to access. But the first way, once you decide that you want to feel an emotion, you're going to need to actually allow your body to load that emotion up. So if you haven't felt a lot of peace in your life, your body might not even know what peace would feel like inside of it. So you might actually need to recreate those conditions. So if I were at peace, I bet my shoulders would be down. I bet my breath would be deep and even. I bet my hands would be relaxed. I bet my face would be relaxed. There might be a soft smile there. My eyes would be steady. I would speak slower. My voice would lower. And I can actually, in my body, start to create a feeling of peace by using every part of my body to feel that. If I wanted to feel excitement. I remember one time I worked with someone who was had been depressed mostly their whole life, on medications, in counseling, that sort of thing. And when I asked him what he wanted to experience more of, and excitement was like a new feeling to him. His body literally did not know how to program excitement. So he had to look up pictures of how other people were displaying excitement and then imitate that. Like maybe that's like, mouth open, fist pump, and you're up and your chest is up and you're breathing shallow and your eyes are sparkling and you're talking faster and you're excited and your voice gets louder. Excitement is loaded in the body as well. So for some of you who are wanting to dial into an energy and you're going to start to set your intentions, I want to experience this. I want to feel this. I want the energy of whatever that is. If it's something that you haven't experienced a lot of in your life, you're actually going to need to practice what that even feels like in your body, because you might not have a neurological wiring to even know what that feels like. What does it feel like to be ecstatic? What does it feel like to be just pure love? What does it feel like to be completely at peace, if those aren't things you haven't done? So I'm going to give you those first 2 steps for today to be able to dial into this invisible power that's all around us at any time. It's emotional energy. You have the ability to access it at any point. And as you get stronger and as you practice it, you will become more and more master of the emotions that you feel by deciding what you want to tap into. And again, start with intention. First of all, just decide what it is. What is the energy you want to draw in? Just like that radio, turn it on and decide what station you want to be on. And then practice loading it into your body. That's step number 2. So 2 takeaways for you today. Let me know if you're going to practice this. I want to hear how it goes for you. If you want more tips, if you want any feedback, if you disagree, if you agree, if you've tried this already, let me know. I want to hear from you. Thanks for watching.